is from HBCU Digital. You could have gone anywhere. Why was it important to pick A&T and specifically an HBCU?
Well, my dad is also the coach at A&T, but he wasn't giving me any pressure. He was just letting me take my visits and explore my own. And one of the things I was doing was looking at the athletes of each school and comparing their times, see how they dropped and how they grew throughout the years. And one of my main inspirations was Trevor Stewart, the person I was running against. He came in running like 46 and then ran 44.2 his sophomore year. So you can see like the drop between times and the culture and just the whole experience of the school. And it was just seemed like the place I fit in.
Yeah. So going into the 400 race, what do you think was your plan for that race and how well do you think you executed?
I think I executed pretty well. There are some things I could have worked on. Like I had a little stumble coming out the blocks and it threw my race off a tiny bit, but I was able to like refocus and run the rest of my race good. But we practiced running to the 350. And the last 50, I knew I had a stronger stride than anybody else out there. The race was just getting to that point first. So I got to the 300 mark. My teammate pulled up on me a little bit, but the last 100, I just had more in the tank, and it led me to that time.
All right. Next question is from Jessica. Did you think it would take a personal best to win today?
Yes, sir. Coming into the race, I only ran 44.60, and that was at conference. So I knew the competition I had coming in, all the big names from seeing them on TV years before me. I knew I had to go in there and run my race and run the way we've been training in order to win. And I executed, and I came out with the win.
Awesome. Next question is from Eric Bowl from diestat.com. Randolph, how profound is it for you and your father to win the first individual and relay titles outdoors in school history?
It's a miracle. It's something we've always dreamed of. One of the things he's been trying to work on ever since he got here was team titles. And individual titles are nice. We had Kayla win one in the 200 a couple years ago. We had Trevor play second. Chris running at nationals a couple years before me. We've had individual titles and we knew they're great. They're like the best we can get. But the thing we're working on more is the team title. And today we got third, which is a huge step for HBCUs and schools of our caliber. But as we go on, we hope to bring more people in here and come up with the championship title.
Yeah, follow-up question from Eric is, how special is it that the relay win was able to place the whole team on the podium tonight?
Coming in, we knew our 4x4 was like the icing on the cake. We have a couple of people in the 4. We had Javante in the 2, but he ended up getting hurt in the 4x1, so he wasn't able to run to his full potential. We've had a couple people that didn't make it through the semis, which hurt us a little bit, but the people we needed the most stepped up, like Brandon, our jumper. He placed 4th, and as we progressed through the finals day, we just went off our momentum and we were able to place.
Awesome. Next question from HBCU Digital. Not to take the focus off of the great performance from today, but what's your mindset taking this and heading into trials?
Coming into trials, I know what I can actually do now. 43.8 it was shocking when I crossed the line. It's my first time ever breaking 44. Being just turning 20 and being able to run with the tops in the world is just a blessing. So going in, just got to focus. There's 3 rounds, more different from 2. So just got to focus on each round, so run within myself, and hopefully I'll be able to place and run on the Olympic team, not just relay.
Yeah, this is kind of a similar question, but from Jessica Gabriel, Tracktown USA. You're only a sophomore. What are your goals moving forward from here?
Well, I'm going to graduate first before I go pro. And hopefully I can continue to win indoor and outdoor through the rest of my years. Maybe drop down to the 2, run a good time in there, and just make the Olympic team and progress through my years.
Awesome. Next question from Ashley Coleman, Focus Media. Talk about the experience of running for an HBCU and then the importance, in your opinion, of doing that for a talent like yourself.
Well, one of the things that a lot of people don't really notice is HBCUs. Well, everybody knows HBCUs don't have a lot of money compared to the Oregons and LSUs. But running for this school, I realized that it's not all about this facility or anything else like that. It's about the coaching and what the athletes have in them. Coming in, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, yeah, my dad was a coach, but he didn't coach me in high school. So coming in, I knew training was going to be different. Going visiting these schools like that, it catches you by surprise, noticing how great everything is, how like these cameras are just completely different. But at the end of the day, we all have to get on the same line and run together. So it depends on how much fight that person has in them and the coaching they have behind them.
Awesome. Take me through after you win that 400, turning that around and still being able to help your team in the 4x400 and recover.
As soon as I got done, since we didn't have an outdoor last year, it was kind of different, like the media, the cameras and everything. It was kind of coming by surprise. As soon as I got done, they were trying to pull me to the award stand, do like interviews and everything. But I knew I only had an hour between that, the open 4 and the 4x4. So I had to kind of separate myself and like refocus. Like the time was amazing. So I had to calm myself back down and get ready to do it again.
Yeah. All right. If anybody else has any more questions, go ahead and type them in the chat. Another question from Ashley Coleman, Focus Media. Do you feel any pressure having your father as your coach who has this legacy in track?
Actually, I don't. One of the things he actually doesn't talk to us much about track. Like me and my sister, we both looked him up and seen the things he's done. Like we've been to his Clemson Hall of Fame ceremony, but he's never actually sat down with us and explained the career he has. He wants us to go out there and live it for ourselves. He knows as we grow up, we're going to keep progressing in the sport and hopefully travel the world like he did. So by him not telling us there's no pressure, yeah, my goal is to be a better track athlete than he was, but there's no telling how far I can go.
Yeah. The next question from Eric Bull, dicestat.com. Your performance today was second in NCAA championship history behind only Michael Norman in 2018. Has that set in for you yet?
Not really. Yeah, like crossing the line and being able to see a 43 it was kind of caught me by surprise. So I didn't realize how close I was to the collegiate record and how much of an impact that's made for our school. So hopefully next outdoor I'll be able to come back stronger after I get strong in the weight room and continue practicing, and hopefully we can break the record next year.
Yeah. Next question, real quick, from Ashley Coleman from Focus Media. What message do you have for the youth and just the high schoolers, the middle schoolers watching this?
One thing is schools like this are beautiful and they have money and they can offer you anything in the world, but you can't just be caught up in the stadiums, the schools, the curriculum. You have to, if you're truly serious about the sport you're going into, then you have to be able to understand what type of coaching and the program that each school has. Some can offer more running wise and not offer more in schools or scholarships. So at the end of the day, everybody's going to choose their own path and their own road, but choose what's best for you.
Okay. And unless we have any more late questions, I think that'll be it. Yeah, we are good. Congratulations and thank you.